Let's go back to the beginning of last month when I told my boyfriend that I wanted to run every day for the month of August.
Every day?
Yeah.
That's impossible.
Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Hannah. I can't believe that we are already in September and I just completed the 30 days running challenge. In this video, I want to break down some of the strategies that I used to help me running 30 days straight in a row for a total distance of 100 kilometers, and also increase my speed from 7 minutes and 20 seconds per kilometer to around 5 minutes and 50 seconds per kilometer. So let's get into it. So I usually go to the gym 2 to 3 times a week, and I would do a minute of running as a warm-up before my workout. That's all I would do for running. But then lockdown happened. I live in Sydney. We've been in lockdown again since June this year. That's when I decided to go running maybe once or twice a week, because we're only allowed to leave the house for groceries or exercise, and I figure if I don't leave the house for exercise, I would never leave the house. The funny thing is, at the beginning of lockdown, which is around end of June, I was running at the pace of 6 minutes 40 seconds ish per kilometer, and then by the end of July I was running at around 7 minutes 20 seconds per kilometer. So somehow I got worse during that period, and I was running at the pace of my boyfriend's walking. And that brings me back to the beginning of this video when I told my boyfriend what I wanted to do, and all I heard from him was At the time, you know, I had some doubts as well. I've done this many times in the past when I said I will do something and then I ended up not doing it or not completing it because, you know, I was too busy with life. But this time, I thought it's gonna be something different, you know. That's when I started introducing these 5 strategies. So the first strategy is to make it public. So you can do this by telling a friend or post it on social media. For my case, I did both. I told my boyfriend and I also posted on my Instagram. I wasn't under any impression that, you know, everyone on my Instagram actually care about what I do. You know, they have their own lives, they're busy with their own stuff. But my sense of embarrassment doesn't understand this, and I use it to my full advantage. And the purpose of make it public is that you add some stakes to your action that will keep yourself accountable. And now my pride is also on the line. It increased the chances of me following through with what I said I would do.
We made it through 7 days running.
The next strategy is setting smart goals. So I set out 3 very specific rules. The first one is running at least 3 kilometers. The second one is running every day. And the third one is no stopping. And you're probably wondering why 3 kilometers? You know, 3 kilometers, it's not actually too long for me to feel overwhelmed, particularly because I, you know, haven't done running every day before, and it's actually long enough to make a big difference if you are to do it in a long run. Let's say if you run 3 kilometers every day, by the end of 30 days you'll probably be around 90 kilometers or more, because you never do just 3 kilometers. I notice that when I do 3 kilometers, always a bit above 3 kilometers, and if there are a few days you wanted to do longer runs, then you have the potential to reach 100 kilometers by the end of the month. The next strategy is set up for success. This is one of my favorite strategies. I got this idea from the book called Atomic Habits from James Clear. Basically, the idea of this is that the less friction there is between you and your desired behavior, which is in this case running, you'll be more likely to do it and stick to that behavior. So how I go about this is that I'll set up the environment to make it easier for my future self to stick to the running plan. So this is what I set up the night before. I'll have my shoes ready, and then also my workout gear all laid out. So when it's time for me to go running, I just need to go and get changed in this room right here. What this does is that I don't need to spend time looking for my socks or thinking about what to wear. And the setup is also a good reminder that I haven't done the run for the day, so I need to schedule some time to do that. I've used this strategy in many areas of my life, and it is life-changing.
We did it 14 days and 7 kilometers run without stopping.
The fourth one is ignore that little voice in your head. You know that little voice in your head where it says, I should be washing dishes, or I should respond to these important emails, or I drank too much water today. I'm really prone to getting stitches when I run, particularly if I eat or if I drink water around 1 to 2 hours before running. I'll definitely be getting stitches. And I can use that excuse all day long because I drink so much water. So how do I avoid getting into that mindset of everything is too difficult? I try to listen to something a bit more inspiring. During my August runs, I listened to Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. The book is about self-discipline, and I feel like it's really on brand for my 30 days running challenge. Every time I listen to him, I get so fired up. And sometimes I even forget about the pain of running. The last strategy is turn it into a race against yourself. I tracked all of my runs using Strava. You can use other apps like Nike Run or Google Fit. When I started seeing the measurable improvements that I've made, that's when it became really addictive. It's like I'm playing this game where the goal is to beat my yesterday self's record. And I didn't just stop there. I put all of my records on an Excel spreadsheet. As you can see here, it's not like every day I'm winning the race against myself, but if I do it enough, you can see these one that highlighted in pink. This day is my lowest record since I started the runs. And then after that, this on the 17th, that was the first time I went below 6 minutes per kilometer. And then 5:33 is my fastest record so far. I'm still yet to beat this record, but I'm still running at the moment, so I'll let you guys know how I go. And on the right hand side here, you can see the little graph that I made as well. So at the beginning of the month, up until I think this is the 15th, I'm consistently above 6 minutes per kilometer. But then after mid-month, I started to improve a lot. Even though there were days I'm still above 6 minutes per kilometer, but majority of the time I am below 6 minutes. So that's definitely a big achievement for myself. This is proof that if you just run every day, even though it's not that much, it's only 3 kilometers every day, you will still be able to improve your performance a lot by the end of the month.
Oh my god, I can't believe we're gonna do this.
Looking back at the beginning of the month, I remember thinking to myself that I'm not a runner, and even if I try, a kilometer under 6 minutes seems impossible to me at the time. But now sitting here and staring at all of my new personal bests, I didn't just crush it once, but I did it multiple times.
25 achievements. What the heck?
And now I can proudly call myself a runner. I hope you guys are getting value out of this. And if you are, don't forget to smash the like button. And I'll see you guys in the video next week. As I'm editing this video, we just decided to join the 200 kilometers challenge for the month of September. So go team!